Hello internet friends. In the previous video we were working on the right elevator and we are still working on the right elevator. Oh, and today's sponsor is also Weekend Beer Company, just like the last video. Um, well, except this one's a different beer. So this one is a, what is it? Mango cider. In fact, I don't even think it's Weekend Beer Company. It's one of their guest taps. Anyway, by sponsor, I mean I bought their delicious beer to drink when I was on my motorcycle trip riding from, where did we go? Colorado. I rode from Colorado to Oregon, and my family that I was with, they rode from the Statue of Liberty to Oregon. So I just joined them for one leg and back and collected some beer on the way. Now, I think each 2 minutes of video is like 2 hours of work. No, that's not right. It's sped up 20 times, so it's like an hour and 20 minutes of, I don't know. Public math, especially after drinking, is never going to work. So, but anyway, you can tell we've been on this right elevator for a while. So it does take, I don't know, probably 10 hours of work to get this thing all together. As you put it together, right, you get better. So if I ever had to do it again, I would be a lot faster, maybe twice as fast, because I would know what to do. And I wouldn't make the same mistakes where I have to drill out rivets and be sad at myself. So we're still like 9 videos behind real time, but I was proud of myself today because I did encode the video already from today and already wrote the comments. I recorded the comments, so eventually we'll have a lot better commentary on like, hey, this is what I was doing and here's the mistake I made and here's how to avoid that. One thing I did do today is I bought a new air compressor. So the Husky air compressor I had from Home Depot is pretty loud. And I know in the last video I said I was going to give up a trip to Reno because I couldn't figure out, I mean I could go, but I was like, I don't know if I'll get what I want out of it. Like basically AirVenture did everything I wanted it to do. So I don't think Reno would be the same experience and there won't be any vendors there that I want to talk to. It would just be watching airplanes that I think I could do online on TV and have actually a better experience than sitting in the sun. So, although one day I do want to go. But anyway, the net of that, what the point I was trying to make was, since I'm not going to spend the money on that, I figured, hey, why don't I spend the money on trying to save my ears and get a quieter air compressor. So I had been looking at this 26-gallon air compressor from Lowe's, and I read all the reviews and it said it was pretty quiet, and I thought, well, I'll just try it. If I don't like it, I can take it back. But I turned it on and I'm not taking it back. It's like way quieter than the air compressor I have. Like I can stand right next to it and not be deaf after 30 seconds, and I don't have to put in earplugs to be in the same room, and I could probably turn it on at night and rivet and not wake anybody up. So that was my goal. So it was worth the money. And in fact, what was it? It was like $350. But then I went to the counter and they're like, oh, you want to sign up for a credit card? You save $100 and I'll give you 20% off. And normally I'm like, I hate that. I'm like, I don't need another credit card. Like I already have 80 zillion bills to track. I don't need another one. But at that moment I was like, well, that even makes it like, basically I'm getting it for half off, so okay, fine. Because I didn't need an air compressor, I just figured I'd put the money into saving my ears so that way when I'm old I can maybe still hear and not have hearing aids. I think that's how that works. So anyway, I can recommend that Cobalt air compressor. Oh, it also is 26 gallons and my previous one was 20 gallons, so I get an extra 6 gallons of air. So I don't have to charge it as much, which now really isn't a big deal because you know it's not super loud, so it doesn't scare the crap out of me when it turns on when I'm running out of air. All right, let's talk engines. Someone messaged me today and asked me which engine I'm going to get, if I'm going to get the IO390 or the Thunderbolt. And the answer is I don't know yet. I'm 99% sure I'm going to do the Lycoming, just because that's what the is in the plans, and that would be the easiest to do, and I probably shouldn't take on more than I shouldn't bite off more than I can chew on my first airplane build. So yeah, 99% sure I'm going to do the IO390. I don't know if I'm going to do the Thunderbolt or the just regular one. I do know I want electronic ignition because magnetos are like 800 years old, and I don't understand. It's like carburetors. I don't understand carburetors. Like, if there's not a computer with an IP address that I could talk to, I can't understand how this works. So anyway, even CAN bus, I know it's a serial protocol. I'm like, okay, I will spend the time trying to learn that, even though it still seems ancient to me. So yeah, I don't know which engine I'm going to buy. I won't get to that point until I have a firewall to bolt it to, and at this point I think it's probably a few months away from having the firewall, and then my wings are going to show up, and then I'm going to order the finishing kit, and probably once the finishing kit shows up, then I'll order the engine. But I'll see what kind of progress I'm doing and what the lead times are on the engines, and that will make sense. But I'm guessing I'm 18 months out from having to make an engine decision. So okay, thanks for watching. I'm gonna plug the Slack group if you want to join a group of vans builders chatting on Slack. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.